Hi, everybody. This is Ari again with League of Filmmakers. I'm at NAB 2026, and we are at the Aputure booth. And I am joined here today by Mitch, who's the you're the product
I'm the Director of Marketing.
Director of Marketing. Amazing. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Absolutely.
What are you most excited about at NAB?
Well, we have our new bell of the ball light, which is called the Storm CS32.
Okay.
And that is a fully color tunable light. So it uses our Blair CG light engine, BLAIR, which is blue, lime, amber, indigo, red, cyan, and green. We use all those colors to mix together to make a great tunable white light. But also you can go with all these extreme saturated colors as well, and huge range ability to it. It's extremely powerful, yet at the same time, it's a very portable system. So you look at it, it's actually quite small relative to the amount of juice that it's putting out.
Okay.
I really like that light.
Okay, cool. Why not? And kind of our guiding light for these run and gun series that we're doing is we're trying to help young filmmakers build out their first kit, so to speak.
Sure.
Now, for somebody who doesn't have a lot of money and they're buying used, what Aputure system would you recommend that they could get?
Interesting. So we want to talk about it for used part.
Yeah.
So we have a whole history. Aputure's been around for like a decade now. So there's a number of different lights that we have. There is a light called the LS60.
LS60.
LS, like Lightstorm 60. And there's two versions of it. There was the Lightstorm that is the daylight balance. So LS60D. And then there's the LS60X, which is a bicolor. It is only about yay big. It's like about the size of a Pringles can or a tuba, tennis ball. A little cylinder, and it's got a lens on the front, so you actually can adjust that beam all built in together. And it has a little box that goes in the back that is the power supply control box thing. But the light itself is quite petite, and it's very, very efficient, and you can get a lot of light, on a really point directional control out of that.
Oh my God, what was the name again? Sorry.
That's the Lightstorm 60.
Okay, sweet. And that's what you would recommend secondhand?
That would be a great little light to get started with that won't cost you a lot of money and can be really useful and versatile. If you need something with some more oomph to it and be able to be a more general light that that you'll be able to light up a big room with, or you'll be able to put a soft box on, make a big, nice, soft, key general fill on, then we have a number of lights in our 600 series.
600.
So that's, again, Lightstorm. And you had the Lightstorm 600D for daylight, 600X for bicolor, and then 600C that was full color range adjustability. So there's a number of different models there that are available, and that gives you a lot of versatility.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. And then, did you test out a thought?
If you are building your kit and you have a certain allowance that you can work with, would you recommend, if you're going to be shooting interviews and such, that you invest in something like a 600D, or that you buy many little, like 100 here, a 200 so on there?
Excellent question. So if I need to do interviews and I need a kit, what makes more sense? A big light or a number of little lights? And I will say that I would really say it's much better to be with a number of small lights, because if I need a large source, I can always take a number of lights and gang them together and have them go into a diffusion panel, and then that becomes your large source. And that is something you can do directionally. You can even take a sheet of white card, like cardstock or foam core, and bounce multiple lights into it, and you can have a general soft, directional fill light. That's really useful. But at the same time, there are situations where I need multiple directions of light, and if I only have one large light, I'm stuck. I got nowhere to go, right? So it's better that in a room where I have no windows and I have it blocked out, and I want to be able to do like a 3-point lighting traditional interview type of thing. I need 3 lights in order to be able to do it. Want to be able to have that kind of versatility. So we actually have a product, which is, we use our Storm 80C lights. This is showing it with a projector on. Here is with a Fresnel. But the Storm 80C is a very petite, you can see that's the light part of it, the fixture. Very small light. That guy puts out a considerable amount of light. And that actually uses a Blair color engine, so you have a lot of versatility, you get a lot of color control and stuff. And we have a 3-light kit for that. And so that has the power supplies, but it also has battery cables. You can run it off battery. You have 2 of the Fresnels that you can shape direct the light with. You have a softbox so that you can have a general fill with it, a more attractive soft light that comes on someone. And then we also have little clip mounts and such, so that if you don't have room to do stands in the space, the practical location you're going, you have these little clips you can grab it on the clamp somewhere. And if you're doing a walk and talk type interview, we even have a little hand grip mount so you can carry, because it's such a small light, you can carry it around and with a separate battery mount on it, so you can then have this thing in your hand do battery mount work. So now you can do a 3-point interview. You can do a stand-up when you're like addressing camera and maybe it's really bright behind you. You put a couple of lights on either side of the camera and it really fills in very, very strong and bright. Or you can have it do a walk and talk. And so your camera's walking and have holding the light out like that, and as you're shooting, and you have your subject that you're pointing at, you can fill their face even in any situation. It gives you a lot more versatility in that way.
Okay. Right on. Well, Mitch, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. You enjoy the rest of NAB, and we'll catch you next year, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
Thank you.